Last night at Safeco Field, yet another one-run win for the Mariners, yet another walk-off loss for the Twins. Their seventh walk-off loss already in this young season. The Mariners have already won the season series 4-1 with one game left to play, and that'll be this afternoon. A beautiful day in Seattle. And we welcome you to Safeco Field. Very happy that you've decided to spend part of your holiday weekend with Twins TV. Dick Bramer along with Bert Blyleven. The Twins have had a tough time here in Seattle, but the good news for Twins fans, they're handing the ball to a guy who's rediscovered the excellence he showed early in the season.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit, but his last two starts, it's Jose Barrios that the Twins want to see here in Seattle, making his first career start here at Safeco Field. But you look over his last couple starts, he has attacked the strike zone. Total of 15 1/3 innings. He's one of the starters for the Twins that will go deep into the ball game. 19 strikeouts in the 15 1/3 innings. Very good earned run average.
4 disappointing starts in a row, but again, the last 2 have been really, really good.
Try to be aggressive with the hitter. Try to use more my low body. Be aggressive on line to the home plate, and the pitcher is gonna do good work.
And so the Twins hope to head out of town with a win here today. They will not have to pitch to or try to get out Ichiro Suzuki. He's inactive, but he is not retired. We'll have more on the Seattle icon when we come back.
By CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. By Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, for the everyday competitor in all of us. And by Northland Ford. Visit buyfordnow.com and your local Northland Ford dealer today.
We're back in Seattle on this sun-splashed Sunday afternoon, game 3 of this 3-game set between the Twins and the Mariners. Now, Seattle's never won a World Series, but they've had some big names play here for Seattle. Not as big or as popular is Ichiro Suzuki. He's 44 years old, and he's not ready to retire. He played in 18 games already this season, no longer on the active roster, now working in the front office, but still gets out on the field every day for batting practice to shag ground balls, and yesterday show some speed in the outfield with those fly balls he was shagging. The names have been here: Ken Griffey Jr., Jay Buhner, Edgar Martinez, Randy Johnson, but Ichiro Suzuki still moves the needle, and he can still get it done out in the field. The numbers are astronomical. In his 18 seasons in the big leagues, 3,089 hits, career average of 311, 10 gold gloves, 10 all-star appearances. What a phenomenal baseball player. Paul Molitor was a pretty good player himself, so we asked the manager of the Twins his thoughts on the ageless wonder that is Ichiro Suzuki.
I watched him work. I saw him have maybe one of his best years in terms of his production, setting the league record for hits and all those type of things. You know, you can't teach passion. There's something about Ichi and what he feels when he gets on the game, out on the field and competes. We'll see where it goes. You know, he's keeping himself ready just in case. You know, this is a big ballpark, but every day he would pepper those right field windows about 440 feet away from home plate.
A lot of the conversation here in Seattle is that next year when the Mariners go to Japan, Suzuki might be a part of the team and play back in his native country. For now, though, we deal with the Twins trying to end a losing streak, and who better than La Maquina, the machine. Jose Barrios toes the rubber today and looks to try to get the Twins back in the win column here against the Mariners.
Stadium. It's a unbelievable ballpark.
That ballpark I feel like is really underrated. You know, great weather for the most part.
The people are real close to you, so they can talk a lot of noise when you're warming up.
Those fans have really, you know, been into it the last couple of years, and for some reason I just like playing there.
I am firm in my belief that there is baseball in heaven, and it would look something like this. An absolutely gorgeous
With
day.
me in it?
Huh?
With me in it?
No, you may have noticed I didn't include you there, but okay. I certainly hope you make it there. But this is just spectacular weather. Gorgeous ballpark. Of course, the roof is open. And we'll see if the Twins can win a ball game here. The Mariners took 2 out of 3 from the Twins in Minnesota. They've won the first 2 here, each by 1 run. And let's check out the Twins batting order for the series finale. Brought to you by Menards. Brian Dozier, Max Kepler, Miguel Sano, Eddie Rosario, Eduardo Escobar, Logan Morrison, A-Ray Adrianza, Bobby Wilson, and Byron Buxton back in the lineup.
And let's take a look at the home furniture stats brought to you by Home Furniture. And it'll be Mike Leake on the mound, making his 11th start. His second against the Twins. He won against the Twins. Kind of a rematch between Leake and Barrios back on in early April on the 7th. Seattle ended up winning that ball game 11-4.
Northland Ford defense for Seattle. Ben Gamble in left, Guillermo Heredia in center, Mitch Haniger in right, Seager at third, Romine Beckham up the middle, Ryan Healy at first, and Chris Herrmann used to play for the Twins and was with the Diamondbacks. They just called him up to catch today. And Brian Dozier in the box. Here we go. First pitch hit to center, and Heredia comes in a couple of steps. One pitch, one out. And the Twins getting their second look at Mike Leake. He pitched against the Twins on April 7th, and he survived 5 shutout innings. He gave up some well-hit balls, but was living right that day. And then the Twins finally caught up with him in the 6th inning and got him out of the ball game. But by then the Mariners had a big lead.
Yeah, Mike Leake a couple times this year has worked 7 innings, but he usually throws a lot of pitches in a short amount of time. So Brian Dozier jumping on that first pitch.
And now ahead of Kepler, 0-1.
Not an overpowering right-hander. Very good curveball. Throws a little cut fastball. He'll get in the low 90s with that fastball. Very good changeup.
1-1.
See the sinker, slider type pitcher, and then the curveball.
Dribbled up the line. Leake has an easy play and makes it 2 down.
Let's take a look at our Pizza Ranch for the win here this afternoon. Well, happy birthday, Jose Barrios, his 24th birthday. Let's hope that the offense can get him some early run support. You would like that? We would like that. Twins fans would like that.
And now with 2 down, here is Miguel Sano. And he will step in the box with a sub-200 batting average and with 39 strikeouts in 86 at-bats. So you're of the belief that Sano will hit better as the summer works its way along, that Buxton will do the same. But right now, you know, those numbers are one of the main reasons why this team is really struggling to score runs. Off the end of the bat, a roller to Beckham, and 3 quick outs for Mike Leake in the first. We'd see Byron Buxton in center field, but there he is after his frightening play last night, trying to take a home run away from Nelson Cruz.
I was already playing a little deep, so I was like, all right, I know I'm playing deep. I felt the warning track my first step, and you know, once I leaped, I was like, oh, I got a chance of getting this. And the next thing I know, I was laying on the ground, and Cat was there, and he was like, you all right? And I was like, yeah, but I can't breathe. And he was like, what? And I was like, I just lost my breath, man. So he was like telling me to chill out. But I think the funniest part to me was like the first thing I looked for, because I didn't have it, was my glove. So I was like looking on the ground for my glove. I thought it went over, but it is what it is. You know, if I had to do it again, I'd do it again.
Remarkable recovery for a guy who was running full speed into the wall. 1-1 to Heredia, and it's not just a glove. It is the only glove he has used in games as a professional. That he's wearing right there in his left hand, the only glove he's ever worn in a game. There's a fly to right. Kepler toward the line, makes the catch, 1 away. Menard's batting order for the Mariners, and they have been incredible in one-run ball games this year. Let's check them out. Heredia leading off, Ben Gamble batting second, then Mitch Haniger, Nelson Cruz, Kyle Seager, Ryan Healy, Chris Herrmann, Gordon Beckham, and Austin Romine on Menard's batting order. And Ben Gamble will bat with 1 quick out.
A happy birthday, Jose Barrios, here this afternoon. Today's starting pitcher stats brought to you by Home Furniture. Barrios making his 11th start, looking for his 6th win. Doing a great job. Opponent's batting average at only 196 against him.
And the count goes to 1-1. Had a start earlier this year, his 2nd start of the year, at home against Seattle, and it didn't go well. 5 earned runs, 4 2/3 innings. Dribbled past the pitcher, and Escobar on target to Morrison.
Yeah, in that ball game,
retired.
he's pitched 3 shutout innings, and in the 4th inning, Seager hit a 2-run home run off of him.
Northland Ford defense with Buxton in the middle of the outfield, Rosario in left, Kepler in right, Escobar, Adrianza, Dozier, and Morrison the infielders, and Bobby Wilson behind the plate. Barrios gets a couple of quick outs in the first, and now Mitch Haniger. Fastball outside.
Well, if you have not seen Barrios pitch, he establishes that fastball. Pretty good control of both sides of the plate. Big sweeping breaking ball, and then a changeup.
Yeah, strike. Maybe it's not surprising, but there's been very little middle ground for Barrios this year. He's either been really, really good or not good at all. The start against Seattle, 5 earned runs, 4 2/3 innings. And then a span of 4 starts in a row where he gave up 18 earned runs in 19 innings.
I kind of looked at tapes with the Alston, the pitching coach, and they decided, you know what, I'm not using my legs enough, so trying to just get to that balance point and drive off of that rubber a little bit better, and that creates a faster fastball, and he picks up his first strikeout.
Quick first inning for both starting pitchers.
of the second, no score early on. Time for our scoop from the clubhouse. We'll start with Miguel Sano. You guys mentioned some of his struggles. I talked to the hitting coach James Rousen about that. He said last night you could start to see him get a little more comfortable. When he starts to lay off those breaking balls low and outside, start to foul those balls straight off, you know he's going to be getting there real soon. Also talked to A-Ray Adrianza about the versatility he brings to the table. He's comfortable over at first base now. Played there a little bit last year. Said he's proud to be able to go out there and play almost any infield position to help out this team when they need it. He plays shortstop today. And Paul Molitor's son, Ben Molitor, here this weekend, flew in to spend time with his dad around the ballpark. I asked him how good a baseball player he was. He said, listen, I'm 11 years old. There's A, there's double A, but I'm triple A. I asked his dad. His dad said, yeah, he's pretty good. He's a pitcher and shortstop. We'll see how it all pans out, but certainly fun to have father and son here at the park, guys.
Absolutely. Rosario takes a second strike and it's 0-2.
That's one thing about baseball. As a father, you can have your son come to the ballpark. I know my boys always were with me at the ballpark.
And a liner on an 0-2 pitch. Rosario just went down with a shovel and dug it out of the dirt and lined it to left center field. He is incredible.
He is, really is. I mean, he took a breaking ball inside and then Leake tried down and away, and Rosario just kind of stuck the barrel of the bat out there and got the Twins' first hit. Good sink away, and Rosario almost picked it off the ground and lined it in the left.
Here's Escobar. Twins trying to score early and often. Trying to win a ball game here in Seattle. Popped up. The Twins swinging early against Leake.
Well, Leake's a strike thrower. Not a lot of walks, 15 walks in 58 innings pitched. That's a scouting report. He will try to get ahead in the count. Not overpowering, so he has to hit his spots. They list Mike Leake at 5'10", about 170 pounds. In his first full season with Mariners, came over from the Cardinals in August of last year.
One thing to keep an eye on, and Leake's doing that right now, the Twins runners, the running game, base stealing, has been virtually non-existent in the month of May. This one hit to the gap in left center field. Gammel's chasing it, and he won't get there. And one hops the wall. Rosario to third. They're going to wave him around. Rosario chugging home. Throw to the plate is not in time. And Escobar, typically with a double, makes it a 1-0 game.
Yeah, Escobar in the top in the American League in doubles, hits his 18th of the year. And Gamble was playing kind of shallow for Escobar. Of course, this ball from a left-handed hitter, taking it over the head of Gamble. And that's where Escobar likes it, down. And Rosario got a good read right here. He's at second base right now. Once he sees that ball get over Gamble's head, you can see the hustle by Escobar. Head first slide, and getting that left hand on home plate as Chris Herrmann tags him, but too late.
And now Logan Morrison, with the Twins getting the first run of the game. Now a runner at second, nobody out.
So Escobar picking up his 23rd run batted in.
A couple of left-handed batters hitting successfully to the opposite field. We'll see what Morrison does here. And off the plate, wide, ball one.
I mentioned last night, Logan Morrison played a couple years here in Seattle, 2014 and 15. Came to the big leagues with the Marlins in 2010. Then from Seattle here, he went to Tampa Bay for a couple years and then signed with the Twins over the winter.
One to the opposite field. Gamble retreating on this ball, and he'll make the catch. And Escobar retreats. So the Twins aggressive. They're swinging early against Leake. And so far, hitting the ball with authority to the opposite field. One down, and now Adrianza.
Yeah, Leake making his 4th career start against the Twins. He faced them a couple times when he was with the Cincinnati Reds, and then the start earlier this year.
Hooked on the line, and foul by inches, maybe feet. But Adrianza trying to jump on Leake's first pitch and just hooking it foul.
Well, we see what the game plan is for the Twins offense.
Dozier hit his ball fairly hard to start the ball game. And fouled by about 3 feet. Another foul ball, 0-2. Probably happen in the Kansas City series. Twins will face one left-handed starting pitcher in Kansas City. But we'll probably see Sano returning to third base and then Escobar moving to short, and Adrianza's playing time might get crimped because of that.
Yeah, that one left-handed Danny Duffy.
Fly ball to center. And Heredia waits for out number 2. Well, Morrison hit his ball hard, but it was an out. He didn't advance the runner. And now Adrianza's retired for the second out, and that'll bring up Bobby Wilson.
That's why sometimes those little things, you know, when you're struggling getting runs, you have to, you know, Morrison's at bat. Yeah, I mean, he hit it sharply to left field, but got to try to get Escobar over. That ball probably deep enough to score Escobar if he was at third base.
And it's particularly glaring when you're playing a team that is doing the little things like the Mariners have been. That's why their record in one-run games has been so good. Breaking ball over for strike 1 to Bobby Wilson. 25 at bats, 4 hits, but 7 runs batted in. Off the end of the bat, behind third base, Seager tracking it, and it's the shortstop Herrmann who makes the catch. A single and a double to start the inning. The Twins are on the board, 1-0. Jose Barrios has some early run support, 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. And it'll be Nelson Cruz, Kyle Seager, and Ryan Healy in the second.
Yeah, Barrios saying he's never pitched on his birthday before, so quite an honor right here. Hopefully it'll be a very memorable one.
Cruz hit a 2-run home run to turn the game around in Seattle's favor last night, and he loops one behind first. And that ball is going to land in foul territory.
Thank you.
One infielder on that side. It was Morrison, and he had no chance. 1 strike.
Barrios just making his 3rd career start against the Seattle Mariners. First one this year, so not a lot of at-bats against Barrios. And Cruz 0 for 3. Lifetime against Barrios. Make it 0 for 4, hopefully.
Round right to the shortstop, Adrianza. 1 away. And this is what we've seen from opposing teams against Barrios. He's got a reputation now, well earned, of being a strike thrower. There have been a few games, of course, when his control hasn't been so good, but teams want to attack Barrios and get the ball in play early in the at-bat rather than later in the at-bat.
He comes into this game 12 walks in his first 10 starts. So, yeah, he's attacking. Averaging about a strikeout an inning.
Here's Kyle Seager.
It was Seager that hit the 2-run home run off of Barrios in the 4th inning in that game in early April.
Strike at the knees.
Barrios in that ball game, he worked 4 2/3 innings, gave up 5 runs, all earned, no walks, 7 strikeouts.
One and one to Seager. It was the shortest start of the year for Barrios, save the start he had against the Yankees when he gave up 5 earned runs in 4 innings.
He had that one against Cincinnati too, where he only worked 3 innings.
Oh yeah,
so,
yep. 2 and 1.
As a pitcher, you have to have a short memory. You have to remember how you got these guys out.
Big pop up, and it is Rosario calling off at the last minute. Escobar 2 down.
Yeah, good hustle by Rosario right there. That high sky, you could see the shadows of the players. The sun a little bit over the first base line toward the dugout. So the ball high enough allows Rosario to come hustling in, and as a middle infielder, you can see Escobar wanting it, but then Rosario calling him off at the last second.
Here is Ryan Healy, and Barrios has gotten 5 outs on 16 pitches. Outside, ball 1. It was interesting hearing Barrios talk about his turnaround and what he's done, and he said in our little audio clip that we showed that he was trying to use his lower half. Yesterday I was talking with Fernando Romero about how hard he throws, and Romero said that in Chattanooga, now this is post Tommy John surgery, liner to center, a 2-out single, backhanded by Buxton, and Healy's aboard. That in Chattanooga, Romero said he threw 100 miles per hour, and that he would get that back as soon as he developed his foundation, he called it, where the power so often comes with power pitchers.
Well, I always pictured Nolan Ryan. I mean, he had tremendous leg strength. Tom Seaver, those guys that really utilize that pitching rubber. The lower part of your body is for a pitcher. That's where your strength is. The arm is nothing more than a whip. If you can get to that balance point and utilize that pitching rubber like Barrios does, works off basically third base side, puts that foot between the dirt and that pitching rubber, becomes a starting block. It's like a sprinter utilizing his legs to take off. That's exactly what you want as a pitcher.
Chris Herrmann takes strike 2. But here I was complimenting Romero on how he just seems to so easily throw 97. And he said, well, no, there's more there, and he'll pick up even more velocity, he feels, over the course of the summer. Two strikes to Chris Herrmann. And he chases, and the 2-out single does no damage. It's 1-0 Twins. Baseball on Fox Sports North is presented by Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in the Twin Cities. By Grant Casino, the best stories start here. And by Wisconsin Dells, the water park capital of the world.
Had tight ball games throughout this season series. The Twins leading right now 1-0. Byron Buxton will lead off the third. And he takes strike one.
Yeah, Mike Leake has thrown 19 pitches, 17 strikes.
A lot of those have been put in play. Twins started the second inning with a pair of hits. Now Buxton takes strike two, 0-2. Since his return, Byron Buxton is 5 for 39. It's not just the strikeouts. There have been 14 of those. He's hit pop-ups or short fly balls 13 times. And he's the type of guy, and he knows it, he needs to hit the ball on the ground, not in the air. One and two to Buxton. Full tip, still alive.
Well, Mike Leake's a guy that's not going to strike out a lot of guys over his career. Just over 1,500 in major league innings. He's averaged 6 strikeouts per 9, but only 2 walks per 9 innings. So he's a strike thrower.
On the ground in front of Seager, who has to get rid of it quickly, and they just got him. And out, but a ground ball out, and there haven't been enough of those. One down. And that'll bring up Brian Dozier. June 8th is Prince Night at Target Field. The first 10,000 fans through the gates get an inflatable Prince guitar. A limited number of Prince theme night ticket packages are also available that include a game ticket and co-branded Prince Twins cap. Go to twinsbaseball.com/Prince and learn more about the Prince guitar and the Prince theme night offer.
You can kind of tell what the Gold Glove fielder Seager has to do when Byron does hit the ball on the ground. Look at, he feels it. He knows he's got to get rid of it in a hurry because of Buxton's speed. That's why it's important for Byron to hit the ball on the ground and utilize those legs.
Well, we saw that in the homestand when he put a bunt down and there was an errant throw on the bunt. He ended up at second base just because you have to speed everything up. Dozier lined out to center in the first pitch of the game, and now he's up there with 2 strikes. Foul back.
Byron with a little Band-Aid over his left eye, where he hit the turf yesterday after attempting to make a great catch.
Yeah,
just out of his reach.
I talked with him in the clubhouse, and it's not so much a cut, but an abrasion. You know, he really scraped his forehead after crashing into the fence. One and two. Now down and away, 2-2.
Mike Leake making his 244th career start. 87 wins, 80 losses.
Chopper, another hurried play for Seager, and he gets Dozier by a step. 2 down. Hasn't just been the last couple ball games, a couple of 1-run wins for the Mariners. The whole season series has been really tight. Going back to the home opener, Twins won that ball game 4-2. And then April 7th at Minnesota went Seattle's way, but then 1-0, 2-1, 4-3. So except for the one game on April 7th, they've all been really close ball games. Kepler with a high drive to right field. Haniger back and makes the catch right at the fence.
Yeah, he gave it a ride, thought he just got underneath it.
game in Cleveland this afternoon. Once again, the Cleveland bullpen, a big part of it is they had a lead into the 8th, get away. The highlight, a 3-run home run by Evan Gattis. It was 3-2 Indians, then it went Astros 6 runs, big lead. They led 8-3. Now it's 8-8 in the 9th with Cleveland batting. Trevor Bauer, 13 strikeouts in that game, guys.
Yeah, interesting pitching matchup, a little contention between Garrett Cole and Trevor Bauer. And then as soon as the game went into the Cleveland bullpen, the Astros erupted, and now that game tied at 8 in the 9th. A leadoff single for Gordon Beckham here in the 3rd.
Yeah, Beckham jumping on that first pitch, kind of got in on him a little bit, and he just hit it softly in front of Buxton for the second hit for the Mariners.
Andrew Romine will bat.
Gonna watch the bunt right here.
And Romine flips it foul. That game between Cleveland and Houston going now to the 10th inning, tied at 8. Interesting, with the Twins pitching much better over the last couple of weeks. Their team ERA right now is 4.22. That is the league earned run average. Cleveland's is just a tick or two, actually 5 ticks, I guess. 4.17 coming into the game today, and that ERA is going to go up. So the division title goes through Cleveland, but of course the reason the Indians have been so good, they've had a really good pitching staff, and essentially they've got statistically the same numbers that the Twins do as a staff. 1 strike, and now a ball, 1-1.
Romine in his first season with the Mariners, last 4 seasons with the Tigers, prior to that with the Angels. Utility type player. And Segura, their normal shortstop, got kicked in the head by Petit last night, so he's not in the lineup.
1-1 to Romine. Bounced foul. Barrios has gotten 5 ground ball double plays on the season. Gave the Twins 8 innings in his last start against the Tigers, 7 1/3 against the Cardinals start before that.
He's making his 50th career start here this afternoon, 51st game, 22 wins in his career.
And Romine chases. 92 upstairs, 1 away.
And Barrios picks up his 3rd strikeout.
Twins fans, if you can't catch the games on TV, stream them live on your mobile device with Fox Sports Go, presented by T-Mobile. Download the app, take Fox Sports North and Twins baseball wherever you go. First time through the batting order, a couple of singles. So far they've been harmless. And now Heredia, who hit a fly ball to Kepler his first time up, will stand in. On the ground, and it'll bleed through, a base hit. Back into second, will hold up there. Heredia got jammed, cracked his bat, but he got a base hit. First and second, 1 down.
Adrianza shading him a little bit up the middle, and that ball hit between Escobar and Adrianza to his right. So ball left up right there, and Heredia slapping it through the infield. 3rd hit, 2nd this inning.
And now Ben Gamble hit a ground ball to Escobar his first time up. Escobar had to charge and get the chopper, throw him out. Down and away, ball 1. Mariners are an incredible 15-8 in 1-run games, 4-1 in 2-run games. Go ahead, add that up now.
That's like 19, and what was the other one?
8-1. 19-9 in close ball games. Base hit right field. Beckham held up momentarily. Kepler with a strong throw to Morrison. 3 singles in the inning. And now Haniger will bat with the bases loaded.
Yeah, Barrios leaving some pitches up right here. Gamble got a couple hits in last night's ball game. Again, you can see about thigh high, right down the heart of the plate. Good swing by Gamble. Loads the bases with 1 out.
4 hits and 11 at bats for the Mariners. They've all been singles. And now Haniger, who struck out his first time up.
And that's what Berrios would like to get right here.
Breaking ball, half swing but a strike.
Haniger leading the Mariners with 37 runs batted in.
Another breaking ball.
2 good hard breaking balls, down and away. Ahead in the count right here. After those 2 swings, do you throw him a fastball? Got to go back to that breaking ball again.
A couple of strikeouts today already with fastballs up out of the strike zone.
Wilson sitting away.
Did he go? Yes, says home plate umpire Will Little. 3 breaking balls, gets a strikeout.
That's pitching right there. When you see something, and credit Wilson to the catcher, Bobby Wilson, on going right back to that. You can see Haniger, he wants to drive in a runner, but you can see the ball, even though it's a foot outside, unable to hold up. And Wilson does a good job of smothering that breaking ball. And Berrios does pick up a big strikeout, his 4th.
Will Little getting plate duty. Ed Barrett, the crew chief, and Cruz with the bases loaded and 2 down. Hit a ground ball to Adrianza, his first time up.
Yeah, that's a big out right here.
A called strike on a breaking ball. Remember when Berrios was struggling in that 4-start span? He seemed at times reluctant to throw that breaking ball, and now he's relying on it. He hopes to get out of this 3rd inning.
When he was throwing it, it just didn't have the sharpness on it. But now it has a little more sharpness.
Pop up to Morrison.
Good job.
And Berrios motions to his catcher for his help in getting him out of this 3rd inning jam.
Or video with hashtag Hats Off for Heroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
Especially when we honor veterans who paid the ultimate price for our freedom on Memorial Day weekend. We wish you all a very happy and a safe holiday weekend.
Amen.
Miguel Sano will lead off the 4th inning. It'll be Sano, Rosario, and Escobar in the 4th.
Twins with just 2 hits, but they got them consecutively to score a run in the second inning. Sano takes a breaking ball inside, ball 1. And strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Scalded to the left field corner. Got a fair ball. Sano rounding first. He'll go to second with a double to start the 4th inning. I said scalded, but then you look at where the ball landed and its arc, and he hit that off the end of the bat, and he still nearly made it to the fence.
Yeah, second double for the Twins in the ball game. 3rd hit, and Sano at second base with nobody out with his 5th double. So it looked like a changeup. Weighted back nice. And line it into that left field corner.
Rosario led off the second with a base hit. He was up there with an 0-2 count. Saw a pitch you didn't think he could hit with a canoe paddle, but Rosario stuck the bat out and got a single to left center field and then scored on Escobar's double. Called, and Rosario reacts the same way he did on strike 2 in his second inning at bat. He thought the pitch was inside. Will Little called it a strike then, and he called it again there.
Let's see if they go back in again. Watch Herrmann, Chris Herrmann, the catcher. Something off speed right there. Rosario fouled it off.
That bit Chris Herrmann. It's 0-2, and we'll have a little delay here with Will Little hand delivering a baseball.
Chris Herrmann catching his first game for the Seattle Mariners. Of course, came up with the Twins back in 2012. Spent 4 seasons in the Twins uniform.
Pretty valuable guy because he can do a lot of different things. He can play first base. He can play the outfield. 2 strikes to Rosario in this day and age when most teams are carrying 13 pitchers, leaving you with 3 bench players. Versatility is pretty critical, and Herrmann has that. And Rosario strikes out. Down, that'll bring up Escobar.
And Leake picking up his first strikeout. Yeah, I remember Chris Herrmann with the Twins. He's always out early trying to play other positions. He could almost do everything, but maybe pitch. He'd probably do that if he could. Kept them in the big leagues. This is his 7th major league season in the big leagues.
Escobar drove in the first Twins run. See if he can drive in another one here with Sano at second and 1 out. Breaking ball, strike 1.
37 pitches for Leake, 31 strikes.
And that is caught on 1 hop, and Sano stays at second base. Escobar retired 2 down.
Yeah, no place that Sano could go right there. With Beckham catching it on that short hop for the second out.
Well, the Twins, for the second time in the early innings here, are at risk of not scoring with a runner at second and nobody out. In the second inning, Rosario singled, Escobar doubled. The Twins had a run, but Escobar never got as far as third base. Now Sano starts the 4th with a double, and 2 outs later, he's still at second base. Swing and a foul, 1 strike. About a week and a half now since Morrison last hit a home run. Inside a ball. Leake's gone in there against left-handed batters to get some called strikes, most notably to Rosario.
Well, he's a guy, like I said, he doesn't strike out a lot of guys, so he's got to pitch in to open up that outside corner where he'll throw that 2-seamer, change up away.
to center. Retreating is Heredia, and he's there to make the catch. Leadoff double is wasted. The Twins still lead 1-0. Who knows? Alex Colomé may get into the game. The Mariners just picked him up. Our Dairy Queen combination. You can see Colomé new to the Mariners, and he's the only closer in Major League Baseball to get more saves than the Mariner current closer, Edwin Diaz.
Sitting side by side there, but yeah.
Really
Colomé
nice pickup
year
for the Mariners. My goodness.
47 saves last year for the Rays.
As I said last night, it's a significant trade for the Twins, even if Colomé doesn't get into this final game of the season series, because it presumably took Colomé off the market. And the Twins' biggest competition in the American League Central is a team, the Indians, that really is in need of a Colomé type of player. Their bullpen has been the worst in baseball, and the Rays traded their best reliever to a team the Twins won't see again after today. 1-1 to Kyle Seager. And 2.
And the other person involved is Denard Span.
Yep.
He'll be showing up here hopefully today. Be ready maybe for tomorrow.
High fly to deep right field. Going back is Kepler at the wall. Tie game. Seager's 9th of the year, and it's 1 apiece.
And it was Seager who hit the 2-run home run in the 4th inning back in April against Berrios. So Seager tying the ball game, jumping on a fastball that comes right back into that uppercut swing of Kyle Seager. That's a 1-1 ball game.
Now Ryan Healy, who singled his first time up. Swings through. An off-speed pitch, 1 strike. Side. Berrios relied more on his off-speed stuff here in the last couple of innings. Used his breaking ball extensively to leave the bases full in the 3rd. The fastball, and it's maybe a tick or 2 down below what it normally is. We've seen 92 and I think 93 once, but nothing higher than that. 1-2 to Healy. base hit. Healy just kind of stuck the bat out. He's aboard with a single. Nobody out for Chris Herrmann.
Now Healy, last couple of years with the Oakland A's, in his first season, he hit .271 last year, 25 home runs. So that's a good pickup by Seattle back in August of last year, getting him from the A's. So Healy picks up his second single, and it's his 6th hit already for Seattle.
Herrmann struck out his first time up. Fouled, and that got Bobby Wilson.
Yeah, Herrmann the last couple of years with the Arizona Diamondbacks. They ended up releasing him in late spring, and then on April 9th, Chris Herrmann signed a minor league contract with Seattle. He was down in Tacoma. He's hitting .266 in 37 ball games.
Wilson got rid of his sunglasses after taking a foul ball to the mask. And there's the inside fastball, and Barrios gets the call. That's the same pitch that Leake got on a Rosario a couple of times. 2 strikes from Barrios to Herrmann.
Wilson again sitting inside.
Missed with the fastball, and he got it up to 93.
Now, Chris Herrmann's never really been an offensive type catcher, more of a defensive type catcher. Career 6 seasons in the big leagues, a .202 hitter. Does have some pop, 22 home runs.
Popped up down the left field line. And Rosario crosses the line, and the ball lands between Escobar and Rosario.
Barrios will take a little second here to let the Rosario get back to his position, and also Escobar. Make sure they're okay. Catch your breath.
Barrios could use a strikeout here. The first 2 men have reached a home run and a single. And the 206 is right on time.
Oh, no, it's late. It's supposed to be here at 2 o'clock.
1-2. Another one poked foul. Years ago, after a series here, family and I took the train here and went down to San Francisco. It was about a 24-hour trip. It was beautiful. The train station is just behind the left field fence here at Safeco Field. One and 2 to Herrmann.
Probably pretty scenic, wouldn't it?
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
Now, how long did it take you?
About 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
Had a sleeper car, yeah.
Okay.
And what I found out is the family members that slept in the lower bunk slept like babies, and the ones on the upper bunks didn't sleep so well because they were swinging back and forth quite a bit. 2-2. And there's a strikeout at a good time, 1 down.
He gets Herrmann for the second time, and strikeout number 5 for Barrios.
MLB At Bat is your #1 Twins app. You can customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Get Twins home screen icons and features such as MLB.TV Game of the Day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcast, stats, news, and more. Download MLB At Bat today. And now Gordon Beckham singled his first time up.
He jumped on that first fastball.
That's an easy strike.
With a breaking ball. Yep. doing a good job getting first pitch strikes, 14 of 17 for Berrios. Both starters attacking early.
Center, and Buxton glides after it, out number 2. Byron obviously struggling at the plate, and what he has said many times, because he struggled many times, is the worse it gets for him at the plate, the more determined he is to make sure the other guys don't get any hits either. And I think we saw that in evidence last night. He's scuffling, he knows it, everybody knows it, and so if he can't help or isn't going to help at the plate, he's going to do everything he can to help in the field. And even in coming up short on a Cruz home run last night, I think we all saw last night what that young man's about in terms of trying to win a ball game. 1-0 to Herrmann. And now 2-0.
Missing a couple fastballs away.
Dozier. And the Mariners tie it up on the Seager home run, and we head to the 5th, tied at 1. Pepsi fans of the game. A lot of Twins fans here, a lot of them from the upper Midwest coming out here for this holiday weekend. Saw a family from St. Michael, Minnesota. Talked to them in the hotel lobby today. And a lot of Twins caps and jerseys and T-shirts all around downtown Seattle. One strike to A-Ray Adrianza, then Bobby Wilson and Byron Buxton. If I were a fan and I wanted to go on the road to watch the Twins, I would have highlighted this weekend series. This is a great city. It's a great ballpark. Games are entertaining here. And the weather's been really, really good. 1-2 to Adrianza.
That's a ballpark that I think you should see. You know, a lot of people have never been here before. Seeing it for the first time.
And more I'm running into people, I'm sure you do too, who make a trip a year. They come to Twins games at Target Field, but they want to, you know, try to see all the ballparks if they can, at least as many as they can.
Yeah, I met an usher here the other day that said that he's coming up to Minnesota this summer. Looking forward to seeing Target Field.
Adrianza taps it foul.
But if you're a baseball fan and you've got 29 bucket list items, you want to see the other 29 ballparks, well, then you look at the schedule and you try to find extended weekends to make long trips like the one here to Seattle.
And we'll see a lot of Twins fans in KC.
2-2.
Will be the next 3 days.
And now Adrian's asked for time. Twins have a run, but they've essentially wasted 2 runner at second, nobody out situations in innings 2 and 4. And Adrian's a battling leak here leading off the 5th. Going to the 12th inning in Cleveland, still tied at 8 between Houston and the Indians. Indians will come to Target Field to start the next homestand next weekend. Chop to the right side. Beckham with the flip. Adrian's a retired one down. And that'll get us to Bobby Wilson. Bobby Wilson fouled out to the shortstop Romine to end the 2nd inning. And speaking of catchers named Wilson, former Gopher Dan Wilson, Mariner Hall of Famer, doing some broadcasting work next door. Dribbler back to the mound. He fires to first. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Buxton.
Nice
some
guy.
really good teams. Yeah, great guy, and has nothing but great things to say about Gopher coach John Anderson, of course. Gopher All-American back in 1990. 2 down in the 5th, and now Buxton, who grounded out his first time up. Outside, ball 1.
$18 of 15 first pitch strikes from Mike Leake. And you can see him throwing strikes.
Another ground ball to Seager. He gets the second hop and fires across, and the Twins have gone down 1-2-3 again here in the 5th. His 24th birthday will face the Mariners in the 5th. Twins made a move today. Phil Hughes, now a member of the Padres, and the Twins got a low-level minor league catcher, Yannickson Villalobos. And Hughes, of course, had that one great year with the Twins, and health-wise and otherwise was a struggle after that. Line to center. Buxton is there for a quick first out in the 5th. So we wish Phil Hughes the best, and the Padres giving the Twins a
a low-level minor league catcher in return, and their money exchanging hands as well.
Yeah, Phil Hughes, who kind of lives in the Orange County area, San Diego, maybe a couple hours south of there, so kind of a homecoming for him.
Well, early reports have the Padres using Hughes out of the bullpen. And you can imagine the Padres hoping that Hughes pitches well for them, and maybe well enough that another team, a contending team, might be looking for a veteran relief pitcher or starter, depending on what Hughes does, and might offer to the Padres a prospect to replace the one they gave the Twins. 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Gamble singled his last time up. Mariners out hitting the Twins 6-3. 3-1. Barrios has not issued a walk.
There's not been a walk in the ball game yet by either starter.
Swing and a miss, 3-2. 61 pitches, 42 strikes for Barrios. First pitch strikes to 15 of the 20 batters. Full count to Gamble. Dozier can't quite flag it down. Searing line drive just out of his reach. And a couple of well hit balls here in the fifth.
Yeah, ball down right there. Gamble getting his second single.
And that'll bring up Haniger.
Take a look at the pitch. Wilson wanting it down. It was down and actually inside, but Gamble opening up, and Brian Dozier just out of his reach as he leaps up high.
Haniger with 2 swinging strikeouts against Barrios and a check of the runner at first.
Yeah, big strikeout in the third inning with bases loaded and 1 out. And he got Cruz to pop up to end the inning.
Foul back, a strike.
Haniger, 27 years old, in his second season with the Mariners, coming over from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Originally signed by the Brewers, their #1 pick back in 2012, 38th overall.
Breaking ball, it got some swinging strikes in that third inning. At bat, gets one here. It's 0-2.
You can tell the tightness that Barrios, when he throws it hard, it's tough to pick up. At least it is for Haniger. Heading the count again.
Two strikes to Haniger. Half swing, this time he didn't go.
Throw it again, he will. Make it a tight one.
Just a guess, what was the most number of curveballs you threw in a row?
Ooh, probably, I'm going to say maybe 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Runner goes, and it's a check swing foul. So a foul ball, and that'll send Gamble back to first base. 10 curveballs in a row?
Probably, yeah. I mean, if they're not hitting it, why throw something else?
No.
The ball right into the mask of Wilson.
Your arm didn't fall off.
No, believe it or not. That's like I said in his last at bat, Haniger, he had such a terrible swing at the first 2 breaking balls. Why fool around with a fastball? I mean, he'll chase it.
line, foul. And what Barrios did there is something we've seen him do with some success, just changing his rhythm out there. That time a longer hold with Gamble taking off on the prior pitch.
There's only been one stolen base against Barrios in one attempt. So he does a good job of holding on to runner, even though he does have that high leg kick. He'll hold it a little bit longer here. I'm going to throw it over. Mariners have 38 stolen bases. They've been caught 9 times.
Another 1-2 pitch.
And Gamble has 3 of the 38. Has not been caught yet.
When you win or lose games by 1 run, everything gets magnified. And what's been magnified here in the first 2 games of this series. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. 2 down.
Strikeout number 6. Getting Haniger for the 3rd time.
What's been magnified is the importance of 90 feet, whether it be on a stolen base, a wild pitch. This is a game where you need to travel 360 feet to score a run, but if you do it 90 feet at a time, you're going to win some ball games.
See, Haniger missed that first pitch, the fastball that he fouled back, and then the breaking balls, that one fastball in on a check swing. Other than that, to strike out on the hard curveball.
Come on, Nelly. Here's Nelson Cruz, a ground ball to short and a pop to first. And a foul over the short screen here. Guessing when we come here next year, they're going to have more netting here. Of the parks we've seen, I think they've got the least amount of netting. And that ball went right over what appears to be about a 10-foot tall net near the Mariner dugout and into the crowd.
I think that has to be a little higher too.
1 strike.
Good hard breaking ball there.
2 strikes.
Going back to the number 2, the curveball. Ahead in the count. Keep it down.
Cruz took it for a ball.
Yeah, Barrios with 6 strikeouts. He had an 11 strikeout game against the White Sox back in middle of April. A couple starts ago, he had 10 strikeouts against the Cardinals. Might be thrown over to first.
Very close. And Morrison doesn't motion to the dugout. That's the move now.
I think he dropped the ball.
When a fielder thinks that he got the runner, take a look at it here.
Throw right there with the ball coming out of his glove.
1-2 to Cruz. Runner goes, pitches high, and the throw from Wilson. Not caught by Dozier. And it is a stolen base. Gamble gets into scoring position. Gamble could have been out twice. Maybe at first if Morrison holds on to the pickoff throw. And maybe here if Dozier catches the throw from Wilson.
Oh, you saw right there the Chicago White Sox 44 stolen bases. Number 39 for the Mariners. 2nd in the American League.
2-2 to Cruz. And a breaking ball got him. Took some off. Back the curveball up to 82. Gamble left at second, onto the 6th. 1-1.
To all of you, it's one apiece going to the 6th. And in today's Minnesota Lottery Winners Circle, we're celebrating Pam and George's 30th wedding anniversary. Pam and George have been Twins season ticket holders for 8 years. They love watching the Twins wherever they're playing, and they won $100 in scratch tickets for being featured. Congrats. Are you game? Say, I'm in. Third time through the order now for the Twins. See if they have better luck against Mike Leake. Twins have 3 hits, single and a couple of doubles. Dozier takes up and away, ball 1. Bryan with a liner to center and a ground ball to third. Two and 0. Just about everybody in the lineup this side of Rosario and Kepler needs to get going, and that includes Bryan, who's been struggling at the plate. What a pick on the backhand side by Seager, and he throws him out. What a play by Kyle Seager on a wicked one-hop smash.
2014, Seager won his first and only Gold Glove, but he showed Gold Glove ability right there. My goodness. Dozier hitting this ball sharply. One hop. Seager goes down, makes a nice play, and a throw across the diamond to get Dozier.
So 1 down instead of another double. It's the first out of the 6th inning, and now Kepler. Kepler pounds it foul. Kepler with a comebacker to the mound, and then he just missed hitting his 8th home run of the year. He sent Haniger to the wall in right. 1-1. Out of left field, Gamble as it sliced to him, 2 down. Dozier hit the ball about as hard as he can.
Well, that hot box at third right there, that short hop, good concentration. Seager getting up quickly and making a good throw over to Healy for the out.
We'll bring up Sano. Doubled his last time up. Outside, ball 1. Two and 0.
This will be pitch number 60 for Mike Leake with 2 outs here in the 6th inning.
A pitch to hit, and he fouled it back. He was ready for the 2-0 fastball and couldn't square it up. And another one foul. 2-2.
Leake doing a great job. You can see that 12 is the most pitches he's need to get through an inning.
Oh, a called third strike.
Dropped down a little bit. Picks up his 2nd strikeout.
9 in a row set down by Mike Leake. Presented by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs at Menards. And by Dodge. Visit Dodge.com or your local dealer today.
One apiece as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And Kyle Seager, who drove in the one Seattle run with a home run, will lead things off, and he takes strike one from Jose Barrios. You ever pitch on your birthday?
Yes, many times.
You don't have any idea what your record? Well,
I don't think I ever lost on my birthday. It was my birthday.
As big a deal as you make of it, I don't know how you could have possibly have slept the night before.
I did. What makes you think I did?
For any of your starts, huh?
Yeah.
1-1 to Seager.
I found out early it wasn't the night before I needed my rest. It was 2 nights before.
You mean throughout your career?
Right.
Not your birthday?
No. Well.
Why 2 nights before?
Well, because you ever get up early in the morning, go fishing or hunting,
yes.
You know, and you feel pretty good that day, and you know, I mean, you feel good that day, but the next day you kind of feel groggy. At least I do. I always felt, you know, if I got too much sleep the day that I pitched, I just felt groggy. So I always tried to get a good night's sleep 2 nights before, not worry about the night before, because I knew I was going to be okay.
Big pop up to right field.
Hey, drink a lot of coffee.
And it is Kepler with the call on the catch, 1 away. Join Fox Sports North for Kids in the City, benefiting Boys and Girls Clubs of the Twin Cities. Tuesday, June 5th. Tickets are $75 and include all-you-can-eat wings, beverages, a silent auction, plus a ticket to the Twins game. Tickets are now on sale at boysandgirls.org/kidsinthecity.
Did I make sense with that?
No, not. But no. To me, you didn't. Now, maybe the viewers understood what you were trying to say. I got lost. So you're saying
the night before it doesn't matter.
So you can just stay awake all night?
No. I never. You know, I'd get some rest, maybe 3, 4, 5 hours, because you're also nervous going into that day. But I made sure that I had built up enough rest, so if I have an off day and I don't sleep that well the night before, then still okay.
Okay.
Then after I pitch, then I would sleep well.
So like 2 nights before, what are we talking? 12 hours of sleep?
No,
8 hours?
About 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 1-1 to Healy. He's got a pair of singles against
I'm
Barrios.
not much of a sleeper.
1-2.
I'm an early riser. You an early riser?
I've become one, and I'm not real fond of that. Particularly, you come out here, and I'm still in Central Time Zone, and so, you know, 5:30 out here, I'm ready to go. 1-2 to Healy.
Healy's had 2 good at-bats. In his first at-bat and the second, he lined a single in the center field, hit it sharply, and then he found that hole between Dozier and shortstop there, right up the middle. And
a check swing on that breaking ball.
And another strikeout, number 8.
A lot of right-handed batters have had a hard time with that pitch today.
But he's got tight rotation. He established that fastball, and it looks like a fastball type spin. And the ball just dips down and away. Take a look. Looks like a fastball coming out of his hand, and see that Healy unable to hold up.
And now Chris Herrmann, who has struck out twice against Barrios. Just outside ball 1. Strike.
Chris Herrmann made his major league debut with the Twins back in September of 2012. Played 142 ball games for the Twins. Hit only 181. Barrios right here. Breaking ball. Herrmann fouls it into Wilson.
Kepler waits a long time, catches the third out, and we head to the seventh, tied at 1. Going to the 7th inning.
On the 2nd inning, it was an RBI double by Escobar that scored Rosario from first base. But in the 4th inning, it was Kyle Seager, first batter Barrios faced in the 4th, hit a home run to tie the game at 1 apiece.
And so now in the 7th, the Twins will send the middle of their lineup up. Rosario, Escobar, and Morrison. Rosario with a single and a run scored. Escobar with an RBI double. Morrison's actually hit the ball hard twice this afternoon. Doesn't have anything to show for it.
And Mike Leake out there for his 7th inning. Twice he's gone 7 innings in a ball game this year for the Mariners. Pitch count outstanding. 63 pitches, 47 for strikes. He's retired 9 straight Twin batters.
Driven to the gap in right center field, and that is down for a hit. Caught on the bare hand. A nice play by Haneker holding Rosario to a single. He's got 2 hits again today.
Rosario just keeps on hitting. Yeah, Haneker did a good job. That ball gets by him. It's probably a double, if not more, for Rosario. Kind of held up at the last second. Haneker maybe thought about diving for this ball. It split between center and right. And Haneker over there. Oh, okay, stopped, and then he knocked it down. Barehanded it.
Here's Escobar. Doubled in Rosario, who takes off on the first pitch. It was a hit and run. It wasn't a particularly good break from first base by Rosario. But Escobar swinging away, trying to create a little havoc on the bases with a hit and run.
Yeah, there's only been 1 stolen base against Mike Leake this year. He does have 2 pickoffs. 10 double plays turned behind him. The Twins tried a little hit and run.
$31,340 the paid today. Baseball fans here have an entertaining team to watch, even with the injuries and suspensions. The one grounded foul, 0-2.
Twins need some big hits. Boy, they've been struggling to score runs. Twins have only 4 hits. Rosario has 2 of those. Escobar 1.
Another one chopped foul.
And the other one, Sano. Rosario has Rosario has 4 stolen bases in 5 attempts.
Liner to the shortstop. And Escobar hits a bullet right at Herrmann, 1 away. And before Morrison's at bat, let's check in with Kevin Gorg.
Yeah, guys, Morrison, the third first baseman that Paul Molitor's used in this series, with Adrianza and Sano, the other two. The mainstay at first base, Joe Mauer, some encouraging signs. Good work in the cage yesterday. The plan is tomorrow at Target Field to get Joe Mauer back on the field, get some baseball drills in him. And if things go well, Mauer wouldn't commit to anything, but in this next homestand, Twins likely will have a chance to get Joe Mauer back in the lineup if things keep progressing the way they have so far, and that'd be good news.
Well, it sure would be. We certainly hope for that, both for Joe and the team. Morrison has hit the ball hard twice here this afternoon, a line out to left and a line out to center. Nice block by Herrmann. Ball 1.
I got 2 catchers here today, Bobby Wilson and also Chris Herrmann, 2 guys that aren't going to give you much offensively, but they're very good receivers. Callers of the game. Both have good throwing arms. They're trying to steal second.
Inside, and it's 2-0. Got a wild game going on in Cleveland. Evan Gattis hit a home run on the top of the 13th. Alonso's hit one in the bottom of the 13th. Now a ground ball should be 2. Beckham to Romine. And a double play ends the inning.
That's the 11th double play turned behind Mike Leake this season in his 11th start.
And so the Twins send just 3 men to the plate in the 7th inning. We are tied at 1, and on this very special holiday weekend, it's our pleasure to bring you God Bless America.
Please rise and direct your attention to the area behind home plate. Presenting God Bless America, please welcome James Geiger from Olympia.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
refreshing finish, and Twins fans, oh, look at that, with real Minnesota Twins. How about that?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Mr. Killebrew and Mr. Carew.
And meanwhile, Barrios is doing his best Camilo Pascual imitation here. He's done really well here, giving up just the Seager home run leading off the 4th, and now he'll pitch to the Mariners in the 7th.
Yeah, 87 pitches. Zach Duke starting to loosen up in the bullpen.
Beckham takes a strike. 1 strike to Gordon Beckham, then Romine, and then Heredia. It's to left. And Rosario sprints in, makes the catch. 1 away. Other than the Seager home run, there really hasn't been a whole lot of solid contact again against Barrios. Heredia hit a liner to Buxton. A couple of other stray singles along the way. Some of those weren't hit particularly well.
Yeah, Twins win this ballgame. You have to look at the 3rd inning when the Mariners loaded the bases with 1 out, and Barrios got a big strikeout of Haniger, and then got Cruz to end the inning.
Romine 0 for 2, and he takes strike 1. "90 pitches, 63 strikes for Barrios.
And getting strike 1, 20 of 27.
0-2. Chop to 3rd. Awkward play by Escobar, but he makes it. Right off the end of the bat, and that second hop stayed down. Escobar had to reach down to get the ball and then make a good throw.
I tell you what, he has played outstanding third base. He has yet commit an error this year. High pitch right there. Escobar has to come charging in. He's playing back. And that hop didn't come up as high as he thought it might, but still able to get it and then put something on that throw. And Jose Barrios says, thank you very much. Great defensive play.
Down and away to Heredia. Single in 3 trips. Lined out to Buxton his last time up. And with the 14th inning in Cleveland, tied now at 9.
Good fastball away at 92.
Field corner, chased by Kepler. He's there to glove it and end a 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th. All right, thank you very much. We're tied at 1 here. Starters still very much in play here as we go to the 8th inning. A-Ray Adrianza will lead things off. He took ball 1. And now he takes ball 2. Adrianza, Wilson, and Buxton here in the Twins' 8th.
Yeah, look at the comparison. Both of them working 7 innings. And both of them pitching well. No walks for either starter.
2-0 pitch, grounded foul. Rios had a strong 7th inning.
Said, I'm okay. It's my birthday. Let me go.
3-1. Twins would love to get a leadoff man on here in the 8th inning. Hasn't been a walk in the game. Adrianza with a fly out and ground out. Strike called, 3-2.
Oh, almost the same pitch as ball 3 can place. Fastball down.
And Will Little hearing some barking from the Twins dugout.
Yeah.
Low.
Yeah, ball 3 was low. But strike 2 was the same spot.
Bottom 4 hitters, Morrison, Adrianza, and Wilson. None of them have reached. 0 for 9. Hot ground ball. Healy has it to the bag, 1 away.
He pulled the string right there and got the first out.
You can win unique Twins memorabilia and support the Twins Community Fund during the 2018 Twins broadcast auction. You can bid on items like a team-sized Twins Prince umbrella, a curling rock signed by the gold medal U.S. Olympic men's curling team, and even a chance to spend an inning in the TV booth.
Yes.
Tune in to Twins broadcasts on May 29th, 30th to participate. Visit twinscommunityfund.org to learn more. I hope that they'd give us some advance notice. You know, we like to tidy things up a little bit and make it presentable. Wilson takes a strike.
Don't trip over a wire.
At least I take it personally. You know, it's like having guests to your home in the booth. Try to make it look nice. Chop to the right side. And Wilson retired out number 2. That'll bring up Buxton. Twins not able to do much again here today. Buxton has at least put the ball on the ground twice. He's 0 for 2 with 2 ground balls to Seager.
But look at the pitches per inning for Mike Leake. Why is he in the 8th inning? Unbelievable. He is dealing. You know, he came into this ball game in his last 2 starts, did not walk a batter, and has not walked anybody here.
James Pazos getting loose. And Buxton squares. Takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. Four hits for the Twins, 2 by Rosario, and a double for Sano, and a double by Escobar. Foul pop, and it's 1-2.
It's the longest outing of the year for Mike Leake. I've said before, a couple times he went 7 innings. He has 4 complete games in his career. Again, this is his 244th Major League start. 1 shutout, and it came when he was with the Giants back in 2015 over the Dodgers.
Up and away, 2-2. Again to Seager. And another 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Still 1-1. Ball one from Barrios to Gamble, then Haniger and Cruz as the Mariners hit here in the 8th inning. It's been remarkable since the Mariners came to Minnesota to win that 1-0 ball game, that makeup of the postponement. They've gone 9-3, and counting that game, 8 of the 9 wins have been 1-run wins. It is remarkable what they've done. The Twins have been victimized by it 3 times, but an incredible run of 1-run victories. Liner to right, the base hit. Speaking of 1-run victories, the Indians finally beat the Astros on a Greg Allen home run in the 14th inning.
And Ben Gamble picking up his 3rd hit off of Barrios.
Leadoff man is on here in the 8th, and now Mitch Haniger.
Well, he got a fastball right there after swinging breaking ball the previous pitch. Fastball stayed right there, and Gamble got the hit, and then Presley joining Zach Duke now. And Barrios with 100 pitches, 70 for strikes. Great strike to ball ratio. Needs a double play ball.
There's strike 1.
And Haniger just looking to make contact. He has struck out all 3 times. Gamble stole second base in the 5th inning. His second stolen base in this 3-game series.
Missing, and it's 1-1. Looking at Scott Brocious, a 3rd base coach for the Mariners. Runner goes. Wilson's throw right on the bag. This time Dozier hangs on and they get the out. Another strong throw from Bobby Wilson, 1 away. Gamble is staying at second base, thinking that he may have gotten in there, but what we found is the closer you are to the play, the less apt you are to.
Well, and this is a breaking ball too, so Wilson's throw right on the mark. The quick tag by Dozier.
Well, the Mariners are going to challenge it.
Take a look at Dozier dropping the glove.
Boy,
does he get that right foot on the bag before Brian can apply the tag?
I think they're challenging it because it's the 8th inning. This is one I don't know that they challenge in an earlier inning. Because I don't think there's enough there to overrule it, is there?
I think Brian got him on the left knee before he could get the right foot on the bag. They're showing it back here on the big screen. I think they'll stop it right
But again,
there.
we thought that
right there.
A call should have been reversed last night, and it wasn't. Of course, what we've seen so often, and this is another one here, calls that are evaluated, and just the difference of 1 frame or 2, to use an old photographic term.
Right there's the tag, and it looks like he's out, but
yep. The call is upheld. The out call, and Gamble is thrown out. Another strong throw by Bobby Wilson, and the count now to Haniger is 2-1.
Oh, that's a big play right there.
Again, we've seen it, and we talked about it a couple innings ago. The value of 90 feet. It's been the biggest factor in these close ball games between the Twins and the Mariners. And now 90 feet denied. Gamble counts 2-1 to Haniger. Foul, 2-2.
Again, this was on a breaking ball, so a little split second longer for Wilson to receive that ball, but a good throw. He knew it.
2-2 to Haniger. Full count. Cruz on deck.
Now You throw that 3-2 breaking ball again to get Haniger for the 4th time.
Swinging in the first, swinging in the third, swinging in the 5th. All 3 swinging strikeouts on the breaking ball. No, he did not swing. A check swing, and Haniger will reach on the first walk of the ball game.
And here comes Paul Molitor.
Cruz, the batter. Barrios has gotten him 3 times, once on a strikeout. Yeah, that was a good check swing call. And that'll be the end of the day for Jose Barrios, and he pitched about as well as you could.
He pitched a whale of a ball game.
And happy birthday, happy 24th birthday to Jose Barrios. He was really good, and he leaves on a tie ball game 1-1.
Yeah, 106 pitches, 72 strikes for Barrios. A walk, you just saw that from Haniger, but 8 strikeouts along the way. Gave up 8 hits. The home run to Seager, the only scored off of Barrios so far in this ball game. Haniger at first base, still his responsibility, but a great pitching performance by Barrios.
Runner at first. Presley's first pitch to Cruz, a mighty swing and a miss.
Now, Ryan worked in last night's ball game, faced 2 batters, picked up a strikeout. Ryan, 6 pitches, 4 strikes last night. Ryan making his 27th relief appearance, the most reliever used in a bullpen.
1-1. We congratulate John Anderson and the Golden Gophers. They beat Purdue 6-4 to win the Big Ten tournament.
Good for them.
10th time they won the Big Ten tournament. One and 1 to Cruz. And another swing intended to untie the game. The Gophers projected to host the opening game of the regionals. 1-2 to Nelson Cruz. And Presley puts him away with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball.
That's what Ryan's been able to do. 37 strikeouts now and 27 innings pitched in relief. Big strikeout of the power hitter Nelson Cruz.
Poured it right down the middle of the strike zone and dared him to try to hit it.
Now with Seager coming up, Twins will bring in Zach Duke to try to survive the bottom of the 8th in a tie game. Presley did his job for the second out. Duke will try to get Kyle Seager, but first, Twins season ticket packages are now more convenient than ever. All traditional ticket plans include unlimited ticket exchange options, so you never have a ticket go unused. Season ticket holders are also automatically enrolled in the Sweet Spot Benefits and Rewards program. Learn more at twinsbaseball.com/season tickets.
Well, Zach Duke worked in last night's ball game. The first batter he faced was Kyle Seager, and Seager hit a fly ball to center field. For an out. Making his 23rd relief appearance. 23 strikeouts in 17 innings pitched. He's allowed 16 hits.
One strike to Seager. And a liner to center. Rounding second. And holding up there. Haniger holds up. He might have been able to get third base. Byron had to cut the ball off in the gap in right center, running away from his throw, if you will. But Haniger pulls up at second, first and second, 1 or 2 down.
And here comes Paul Molitor. So it's a fastball. Seager gets his second hit of the ball game, puts runners at first and second. And Haniger thought about it, but then got back to second base.
Trying to match things up here. Seager actually carried reverse splits into the at bat, hitting left-handers better than righties. Duke didn't get him out. And now Healy will hit with the go-ahead run at second base. And Addison Reed will pitch next.
Bottom of the 8th, and this copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Minnesota Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins, LLC.
Twins trying to survive the 8th inning. 3 batters have reached this inning, but there was a thrown out, a caught stealing of Gamble at second base. Since then, a walk, strikeout, and a single. And now Healy will face Addison Reed, who pitched an inning last night, giving up just 1 hit.
Yeah, that on Friday night. So he did not face Healy. He retired all 3 batters he's asked to get. Reed fastball, slider. There's a slider right there that Healy swings through. Would have been a fastball. Throws that cutter. I mean, it's just not a big slider. It's just it'll come right at you. Cross thrower. Step toward the third baseline.
Base hit left center field. Haniger around third. It'll run to the gap. Seager rounding third. He's coming in. He'll score. And the Mariners get 2 in the 8th.
Boy, you can lose on one mistake, and that was a fastball that stayed up and in, and Healy hit that ball sharply so quick that it got past Rosario in left field. Letter high, and Healy hit that ball hard. Rosario couldn't get in front of it, so Seager scores all the way from first base.
3-1 Seattle. And now Chris Herrmann with 2 down. Buxton fields it on a hop. He'll come up firing. And tagging him out is Wilson. Buxton's throw up the line. That's a heck of a play by Bobby Wilson. He had to vacate home plate by about 20 feet to make the catch on the throw, and then the tag was made. But the Mariners have a good 8th inning and score 2.
Look at Wilson come up the line. Get him. He got him.
Well, the Twins find themselves in the 9th inning, down a couple of runs now. And the newest acquisition, Alex Colomé, will come in and try to get the save.
Those are the numbers with the Tampa Bay Rays, making his first appearance here in a Seattle Mariner uniform, just getting traded over. Yeah, Diaz is Edwin Diaz worked the last couple games. He picked up the save here on Friday night and then worked an inning last night.
Top of the Twins order, starting with Dozier, then Kepler, then Sano. The Twins faced Colomé when he was with the Rays, and while he didn't get a save against them, he did get a win. There's Dozier lining the first pitch to left, and making the catch is Gamble. One down. Colomé got the victory, the win, in the first game of that series in St. Petersburg. That's where the Twins had the pitcher's fielding practice mix up with Zach Duke not touching first base and the winning run scoring. One very quick out here in the ninth, and now Kepler. The other part of the trade, of course, sending former Twin Denard Span here, and he'll arrive sometime tonight, be in the lineup tomorrow, according to Scott Service. Strike one to Kepler. Chop to second. Easy play for Beckham. 2 down. And Sano will try to keep the game alive for Rosario. Twins in danger of falling 6 games below the 500 mark, and suffering a sweep here in Seattle. So no swing to miss it. And there obviously been more rough stretches than good stretches for the Twins, and it all comes down to execution and getting some hits late in ball games, and the Twins haven't done much of that at all here in recent weeks. 1-1.
Well, you can go back to the second and fourth inning when they had a runner at second base with nobody out and didn't move that runner to third to hopefully, even a sacrifice fly scores a run. But it's a little thing sometimes that puts you in these losing streaks.
Twins have had one base runner, one hit since Sano's double in the fourth inning, and that was Rosario's single, and he was eliminated on a double play grounder. That swing, but he checked, I guess. 2-1.
Well, again, what the Mariners got out of Colomé, a guy that saved 47 games last year, led the American League with the 47 saves. Yeah, 37 for the Rays in 2016.
With Cleveland's extra inning win over Houston, the Mariners hang on here. They'll just be a game behind Houston. A lot of people thought their season, while not over, would be severely crimped when they lost Robinson Cano first to injury, then the suspension. Popped up.
Well, one thing they have D. Gordon. He's going to be coming off the disabled list here shortly.
Right.
He'll play second, and they picked up Denard Span, another outfielder. I think they made some very shrewd moves here in Seattle.
Twins down to their last strike.
Maybe not win a division, but get into the wild card. And that's all you have to do.
3-2 to Sano. On the ground, a one-hopper to Herrmann. And the Twins are swept in Seattle. The Twins sent 3 men to the plate in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th.
All right, it's another game of not a lot of offense for the Minnesota Twins.
Anthony LaPanta, by Seattle standards, this was a blowout for them. They didn't win by 1 run, they won by 2.
Yep, that's fine.